To say obviously Tyson Fury on Twitter this morning.
Yeah, look, I don't want to say anything that's going to negatively impact the fight being made, but it is baffling. I mean, when he talks about the time frames, he gets everything wrong. When we agreed terms for this fight, it took 8 or 9 days for us to actually receive a contract. We had not had that contract for 14 days, but all last week we worked tirelessly with Queensberry Promotion to get it in a good place, of which it was a long way from. On Monday, we sent the final draft of the contract to Queensberry Promotions, and also on Monday, Tyson Fury announced to the world that the fight was off, and there was no way he was fighting Anthony Joshua, so we kind of downed tools. But in the background, Queensberry and us kept working away at a slightly less frantic pace in the hope that he might change his mind. This morning, he came out and said, sign a contract today, and you got the fight out of nowhere. Now, after our final draft of contracts, we received yesterday afternoon a new contract from Queensberry with all their changes. So I can't fault Queensberry, and they can't fault us actually in reality. The only thing we can try and make sense of is the decision-making process of Tyson Fury, who doesn't seem to want to let this fight take its course. He's already sent contracts to a number of other fighters. He's already pulled out of the fight. Now he's back into the fight. He's got to let the teams get this deal done. And we're making great progress. Everyone's working as hard as they can. But it's not as simple as just sign this bit of paper. We gave them a bit of paper to sign, and they came back with all their comments yesterday. Give us a chance to go through those comments and we'll be back. And the communication lines have been open the whole time, again, and it's been very positive. It's actually been quite smooth for a fight of this magnitude. But I don't know whether Tyson Fury really wants the fight. I think he wants to fight Manuel Charr. I believe Queensberry actually want this fight to happen, because otherwise we wouldn't be wasting our time. So we'll see where it progresses. It certainly won't get signed today, but we're all moving as quick as we can.
So it could still happen despite what you're reading today?
I mean, honestly, I have absolutely no idea, because he could wake up tonight, Tyson Fury, or tomorrow morning and say, no, it's off again. So one day it's off, one day it's on, one day's retired, one day's come back. All we can keep doing is just doing our job professionally with Queensberry and hope that he actually wants the fight. I think he believes he can win the fight, but I also believe he fancies a nice easy touch in December. But we'll see what happens over the next couple of days.
Does AJ believe he can win the fight?
Yeah, he wouldn't take it otherwise. He's always believed so. And by the way, they couldn't get AJ at a better time. He's just coming off a defeat to Usyk. It's only been a couple of weeks since that fight. Now he's got to go back into camp on a date that he wasn't really suitable for us, but we accepted it because it was said take it or leave it, so we took it. So we're doing all we can. In fact, even after we get told the fight's off, we continue working to try and make the fight, rather than what we should have probably done is gone, we've had enough of you, we're doing something else. We're not, we're still trying, and hopefully they allow us the time to do so.
Are all main sticking points, have they been negotiated?
No, I mean, no, it's quite a few, main thing. I mean, look, we have to be involved at the moment. There's a lot of problems that were addressed in our redraft of the contract. I don't want to bore everybody listening to this, that on Monday the contract that we sent back was acceptable to us. It wasn't acceptable to them. It's no problem, that's not unusual. But now we have to go through all their points, come back and try and find a middle ground. And again, it's not something that, we're doing this interview at 1 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon. It's not getting done today. Queensberry have never put a deadline on us. Tyson Fury has on Instagram. So we're just doing it the right way and hopefully find a way.
Sure, last one, Eddie. How's AJ doing in the wake of that? How's he feeling about his career?
I mean, he's a bit stop-start because, again, he keeps out of most of it. He wants to be across it. But as far as he was concerned, on Monday, the fight was off. And then all of a sudden, he would have seen a post on Instagram today going, the fight might be on again. So he probably is thinking, he finds it hard to believe Tyson Fury anyway. He's retired 7 times. He was going to give his whole purse to the homeless, which I don't think that materialised either. He was fighting AJ, he was pulling out of AJ. He's doing so, but he's a character. So we keep out of that and we just take care of the contractual situations with Queensberry. And honestly, it's been extremely positive.
Cheers, mate. No worries.